Hello everyone, and welcome to the update for Late Encounters on the 31st of October 2015. Take 2! Crying out loud. Apologies for anyone who's been watching this stream, waiting for things. I forgot to unhost myself from someone and essentially lost the entire video and audio from what I was doing, so I'm just going to carry straight on. Okay, those of you who are on the Kickstarter update list will have got the agenda today, and if you've checked the website you'll have got it from there, so it's there. Have a look. If you're on YouTube, obviously you can pause and have a look at the thing yourself, but I'm going to go through it bit by bit so you'll know. Yep, it's Mad Dog's fault. Always Mad Dog's fault. Okay. God, I've said all this before, I've said it all again now. Yeah, a bit of a negative week on the RPG because there's been so many different things going on this week. Actual Job has taken over quite a lot of stuff. Had some late nights this week. Well, not late, but not like sort of way down late, but 7, 8 o'clock finishes, that kind of thing. Start of the week kind of went away. Wednesday I didn't get back in from various places till 10 at night, so I didn't get a chance to do anything then. And then Thursday night was preparing for decorating on the decorator coming in on Friday. So I lost Thursday, and then Friday was kind of trying to get the house into some kind of order after the decorator had been and done half his jobs. So, yeah, the entire week gone, and then the weekend, I had to try and get some stuff done over the weekend, but it didn't work all too well. Just not been focused on it at all, really. And yeah, Saturday I ended up plastering. Sunday, yesterday, I ended up plastering, which is something I've never done in my life before, so never mind. But turns out I'm okay at it, so hey. And there's been a big secret thing that Mad Dog's already kind of aware of. That has been going on through the last few weeks that finally I can actually reveal. It will have an impact on the RPG. Exactly how much of an impact I don't know, but we'll go into that in a second anyway. What I have managed to try and do is get some writing done and get the narrative rules sorted out, but as I say there, I'm struggling to concentrate on it all because there's so many different things been going on this week. It's difficult to try and get everything lined up in my head. So the rules and how they actually work are fixed in my head. I know what to do. I can sit with dice and I can play it and I can get it running. I've got bits of paper with notes on all over the place that are doing various things, and it does work. It's just getting that information from these rough notes and in my head out onto paper, out onto the screen. And every time I've got it written out, it just hasn't looked right or read right, and it just hasn't been right. And I think perhaps it may be time to take a little bit of a step back from it, let my head calm down from all the chaos that's going on the last couple of weeks, and then sort of take a fresh stab at it. So that goes on to then the big secret thing. So what we essentially have, wait a minute, let me close that window down. I have sort of hinted the last couple of weeks that there's something going on that is a fairly major thing. I have a day job. I have a 9 to 5 job. That means I can't sort of work on the RPG during the day and all that kind of thing. It has got to the point where I have found another place I want to work, and I have successfully applied for a job at that new place, and I'm now working my notice period from my previous job. So I am now in that kind of limbo where I'm waiting to start a new job, but I have to, because it's a bit of a step over from the role I currently have. It's still a programming job, but it's a kind of step diagonally slightly upwards. So instead of being just me and a couple of guys, it's going to be me and hopefully a few more guys working on stuff, with me in charge of them and whatever, you know. But obviously it's a very, very different field of work to what I'm in now. It's still programming, it's still the same programming language that I know now. Yay! But it is a different field of work, so it's completely. I don't think you can find many places that are as far apart as they are. I'm essentially going from the rail industry to the financial industry, so that's a hell of a skip. So obviously there's a lot of stuff I need to sort of get my head around before that point, before I actually start post. And then once I start post, it's obviously going to be a steep learning curve to get the hang of all that as well. But what you want to know is what does that mean for the RPG? Well, what it means is I'm going to have probably less time to work on the RPG because some time needs to be devoted to preparing for the new job and get myself ready. and getting myself up to speed with the stuff that they want me to know. And little weird things like their employee systems and their payroll systems and all that kind of stuff. So it's still a thingy, but the only place that can really come from is the allocated RPG working time. So time I would pretty much be time I would be using for the RPG is going to get used for brushing up on my C# skills, brushing up on the different elements of things I need to know for the new job and that kind of thing. So, but that will affect progress in some way. I just can't tell you how much. What do you mean, Lola presentation art? What would you prefer that I did? A little dance, go on camera and jig about, and hold up little cards or something, or do it? Piss off. Sorry, language. I don't mean that. So that's kind of that. If you want to ask any questions about that or get in touch with me about that, if you have any concerns, then by all means feel free. I understand it's going to be, you may have questions as to the future of the RPG. I would say do not worry about it. The RPG will still happen. It's just going to mean, unfortunately, that it's going to be a bit longer than even I would have thought. It's yeah. So the RPG will still happen. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong at all on that. And I know that a lot of you out there who have had problems with the speed of things in the past are going to be looking at this and going, "Oh no, even more delays." So yeah. But all I can say is it's only it's a transition. Once the transition's through, then everything will be back on track. Once I actually know how much time I have, and once I'm actually in post and settled, then everything will be back on track again. And to be honest, it'll be a good thing because reasons. I'm just going to say reasons. I can't really go into that. So anyway, that's it. No feedback or anything this week again. So nothing else to add on there. And again, I'll plug the charity stream. 2 weeks, people! Less than 2 weeks now until the 24-hour charity stream. 12th of September, midday to midday UK time. Nothing else to really add to anything that's on there. I know I'm running way over now, so I'm going to draw this to a close. But that's essentially it. So anything else you want to add, any comments you want to make, then feel free. Next update will be Monday the 7th. Usual time, usual place. Start a regular stream if I remember to switch off the hosting. I still have to dust time my D12s. Well, you'll be wasting your time, Playpy, because it doesn't use D12s, it uses D6s. Was it Dance of the Seven Veils? Anyway, yeah. So, oh, thanks, Shannon's Geek. I appreciate that. If that's the kind of sentiment that everyone's going to have, then that's fine. But yes, it was time for a change. And I'm quite nervous about it, to be honest with you. But I'll go into that more in the mainstream anyway. I'll probably talk about that at some point. Okay, so that's the end of that update. Thank God, because it's been a bit of a disaster, this one. Thanks for watching, and join me next week. Take care, everyone, and goodbye. Oh, sorry, those of you who are waiting, who are in the chat and thinking, "Hey, why is it closing off?" Stay tuned. I'll be back online with Elite Dangerous in a minute. Bye.